Good morning from the National Weather Service here in Pocatello. My name is Carter, and this is your Southeast Idaho weather hazard briefing for Friday, September 13th. Following our exiting system into Montana, we got high pressure building in over the next couple of days, leading to some warmer and dry conditions, but our next system will be arriving late Sunday into Monday and Tuesday of next week with some widespread rain and cooler temperatures. I'll be breaking that down for you this morning. Keywords we're going to focus on today, again, high pressure building in today into Saturday. What that means for us is a return to dry conditions and warming temperatures. Overall, fairly pleasant September weather here through Sunday. But our next system does look to arrive late Sunday into Monday and Tuesday with some widespread rain, moderate to heavy at times, depending on where we get some more organized bands and thunderstorms. But the overall trend will be cooler temperatures, supporting some mountain snowfall, generally above 8,000 to 9,000 feet. Unsettled and seasonably cool weather will continue through all of next week, so once we get this warming trend done through the weekend, conditions will drop much cooler temperatures, highs back in the 50s for Tuesday, but other than that, just looking at a seasonably cool pattern, an active one for next week. And taking a quick look at satellite for you this morning shows that departing system up into Montana and central Canada onto the plains, but overall seeing mostly clear skies out there, just some patchy areas of some low stratus and fog still hanging on out there, but overall expecting these clouds to burn off throughout the day. Mostly sunny, should be a beautiful day out there. And taking a look at the bigger picture for you guys. So there's that departing system to our northeast, and you can see that drier and warmer air mass beginning to build in from the southwest. That'll be continuing to bring in some warmer and dry conditions over the next couple of days. But overall, taking a look to our west, that's going to be our next area of low pressure that's going to be building in. So for current track on this, does take it south along the Pacific coast, and then before moving inland to around California, Great Basin, and then directly overhead into our area for Tuesday, bringing that widespread moisture back to our region. Taking a look at the weather risk outlook for your next 5 days. Nothing to talk about through Sunday morning. We're just going to see those increasing chances for showers and storms later in the day. And we're heading into Monday and Tuesday, looking more widespread region-wide. Could be moderate to heavy at times. And before we jump into the forecast here, here's a look at the observed 48-hour rainfall totals across our area. Overall, driest conditions we're seeing further south and west, but our mountains to our north and east generally picked up about a ½ inch to 1.5 inches of rain, so certainly some well-appreciated precipitation up in those directions. Temperatures this morning will be a cool one following that exiting system to our north, lows in the 20s, 30s, 40s across the board. With afternoon highs warmer than where they were yesterday, 50s, 60s, and some 70s back in the forecast. Heading into Saturday, another cool morning, mostly areas in those 30s and 40s to start off your weekend. With afternoon highs, keeping that warming trend going, 60s, 70s to low to mid 80s. And for Sunday, warming trend, you guessed it, 30s and 40s, 50s across the board for your Sunday morning. And with afternoon highs, looks like it could be the warmest day for quite some time. Might be the last 80s of this year. Maybe have to wait till next year to get those 80s back. But overall, 70s and 80s on Sunday. Should be a beautiful day again, just focusing on the increasing chances for some rain later in the day. So taking a look at these chances here. We're not expecting much during the morning, early afternoon, but developing, maybe after 3 o'clock. Stuff will be building in throughout the afternoon and evening hours, continuing overnight into Monday. And speaking of Monday, courtesy of that cloud cover, it's going to be a seasonably mild morning in across the board, 40s and 50s for overnight lows for your Monday. And with afternoon highs starting to respond more aggressively to those temperature drop, but it will be more pronounced heading into Tuesday, where we're going to lose about 10 to 20 degrees off of Monday's high temperatures. And here's a look at those precipitation chances on your Monday. Again, an 80 to 95% chance across the entire area. So looking like pretty wet weather to start early next week, and that'll continue into Tuesday as well. Heading into Tuesday as well, we are focusing again on that cooler temperatures bringing in, so 30s, 40s across the board. Could see some light snow mixing across some of our colder mountain valleys, but other than that, most of those snow levels should be above about that 7,000 to 9,000 foot range. But afternoon highs on your Tuesday, noticeably cooler now, 50s for just about everybody, low 60s around Mountain Home and Boise. And precipitation chances remain little unchanged as heading into Tuesday. Still looking at about an 80 to 95% chance throughout the day for your Tuesday. And take a look at the rainfall percent chance. So this is probability of a ½ inch or more. So overall, really good confidence there. 80 to about 90% chance of above a ½ inch of rain across our entire area. Again, given that favorable storm track directly over our head. And over an inch of rain, that just dropped the probabilities to about a 30 to 60% chance along the Snake River Plain, but in excess of 60 to 80% as you get into the higher terrain surrounding the Snake River Plain. And above 2 inches, again, best chances will be up in the Central Mountains and east of I-15, but overall going to be a pretty wet Monday and Tuesday heading into next week. Here's a look at those expected rainfall amounts. So again, starting late Sunday, continuing Monday and Tuesday, that's going to be kind of our first big push of moisture. Another one arriving midweek. Doesn't look as pronounced at this time, but overall amounts looking to generally amount that inch to inch and a half range across our entire area. So definitely some well appreciated rain building in for late this week into early next week. And low-end rain, this is a 10th percentile, so 90% chance of more rain than this, but this is just a low-end forecast showing about a quarter to half-inch rain across our area. And respectively 90th percentile forecast, so only a 10% chance of exceeding these values, puts those totals closer to about an inch and a half to 2 inches of rain across our area. And with respect to snow as well, we are going to see that snowfall continue throughout the day, especially heading into late Monday into Tuesday. You get those colder temperatures building in, but overall best chances will remain above that 8,000 to 9,000 foot mark. And to look at what's to come, 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook does keep that active weather train going heading into September 18th through the 22nd, with cooler temperatures across the west as much warmer conditions persist to our east. And little change there in the 8 to 14, maybe a slightly less signal there for precipitation and cooler temperatures, but overall we're starting to see that trend towards more fall-like weather here heading into mid and late September. And that's about all I have for you this morning. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to send us an email, give us a call, or check out some information on our website. Have an awesome Friday and stay safe out there.